Alright, today we are playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I've just done all of the character creation because it took a little bit over 2 hours and I didn't want to show all of that on camera.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Okay, dickhead.
Make room, everyone! Step back! Now, what's the matter? What happened to her?
Demons, Prelate! We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
Well, how can I say no
We'll
to
get
that?
you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. She can get her things back after the festival.
That's definitely more important than going for a healer.
O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal her wounds.
So we're a Kitsune. We're also a healer oracle. And as a healer,
You will have water as soon as we heal your wounds.
Oh, okay, fair.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev!
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Okay, kiss ass, calm down.
Be quick about it before it's too late! Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
Why is this so threatening? It would be funny to tell him I've lived in this city for a long time. But lore-wise, I think I decided that I was coming this way because I wanted to, I guess sort of just be a healer or a medic because this place is absolutely ravaged by demons. And the closest option to I want to protect all your butts is I'm a crusader, even though it's not a lot.
Oh, Iomade saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
Holy shit, I thought he was cool, but he's kind of just a dick. Why is everybody so mean except for the one person who's
My
just a
dear
huge
Prelate,
kiss?
please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor woman. She's been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of her.
Oh my god, is this like a modicum of sense?
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed she was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
That was pretty metal.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done. I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Alright, who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Fair enough. Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
She's very confident of that. I
But
wonder
do
if
not
she
be
knows more
discouraged.
about
You will
the,
recover,
the
I
strange
promise you
demon
that.
wound.
Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabris. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
What a lovely lady. I'm gonna take a page out of her book and change into my... That was quite loud. I'm gonna change into my human form because I wouldn't want people to know that I'm secretly a dog. That can go over here. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get that. It feels weird not starting with a damaging spell. It's nice to see nobles and peasants mingling together. Bullseye. Oh hey, it's the lady that didn't give a shit about healing me. Gotcha, because she hates peasants. What a lovely person. Horgus Worm. I do not wish for Horgus Worm to be seen next to you. I'm sure most of the people around here are nice, but everybody with, like, dialogue, every single one of them seems to just be an asshole. Spare a coin for a hungry belly? I'm just gonna assume that that's my money, and I would spare a coin for her, but, you know, just blocked by gameplay. I guess you'll just have to starve. Nobles are just so stuck up. I realize I should probably be reading the sort of pop-up dialogue. But also I don't really care, none of it's actually that important. Curl is standing on top of the bar stool because he's too short. It's a little bit odd. The absence of an answer is an answer too. And then he's just gonna leave. Well, have a good day, kind stranger. Well, I definitely am cursed. I'm an oracle, so my curse is that my face is deformed to look like a wolf muzzle, which sort of just isn't a curse because I'm literally a dog most of the time. I ended up picking that curse, or whatever the debuff name is, because it was basically the only one that didn't negate or didn't have any sort of negative effect on my persuasion, which I'd already put a lot of points into, and I didn't want to go back and change my points. Uravashniel has a bad feeling. There was a fighting thinger over here. Oh, my strength is actually really low. I punched that dummy so hard I set up an explosion.
Crusader gods, behold Ionade, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
That's impressive.
Let the feast begin.
That was very underwhelming, but also kind of scary.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? Flee is your plan. Let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
The halfling's armor is splashed with blood, and he is armed to the teeth with a sword, a blade, and a hatchet on his belt, and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. I feel like this isn't really the time or the place to interrogate this guy over whether or not I've seen him before. The situation in the city is clearly pretty abysmal. He just beheaded a dragon one swoop, so I think I'm just going to run
Right away. Stand still now. No fidgeting while I cast this on you.
I am very curious about his motives,
Good luck!
but hopefully we just
Try
find that
not
out
to
some
get
other
eaten
time.
now! Take that, bughead.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
Iomade she's one of the gods. He, I don't remember the gender of it, but it's the one that the paladins worship and is the guardian of Kenabris.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Kenabris, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Let's start by getting out of my squishy human form.
Holy mother of...
A woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She's pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Sela's personality really annoys me. I don't remember what my stat. Oh, it does actually show me my stats. Okay, well, I've got -4 athletics, so we're not gonna just pull the rock off. Let's see if we can find something to use as a lever. Succeed! You quickly find some suitable sticks and you free the wounded woman from the rubble without even breaking a sweat.
Look at you! It's good to meet someone who uses brains first and brawn second.
Something tells me you don't have much of the latter. Former. Fuck, I don't have much of the former.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though? Now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela. Paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Kenabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
How can you have been here fighting for a while and also not had time to see something that's in this city?
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Kenabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
My name is Nanaska, but I'm I don't think I'm going to be able to pick more than one option here, so... being a scholar does make sense. One person's war is another person's opportunity. Look, it's true, but I'm not going to tell them that right off the bat. Destiny is cool and everything, but I don't think that that's really my gig. I'm a scholar.
Didn't you pick a great spot to do your research? I know what you scholar types are like. When it comes to your intellectual curiosity, you just don't see danger. And in the world wound, we got more danger than anywhere else.
I'll have you know that I'm a healer. I understand danger. I go to these kinds of places specifically to fix messes like this.
You should be glad we still got scholars who want to come here to study our enemies, and not just stay home to count the spots on butterflies.
Thank you, Anevia.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Thanks for volunteering me for the front line. It makes sense, but seriously? Yeah, something like that looks good. I'm sure this is fine.
As it should be.
Alright, let's grab some stuff. I'm just gonna take all of it. Throw on that cloak of resistance. How do I... Is that the best way to equip? I don't know. I don't actually know what sort of weapon I should... I don't know what I'm good at using. I also don't know how to tell. Spears are cooler than maces, so let's just go with that. Is it a two-handed weapon? It's not two-handed, so I'll take the shield too. It literally says one-handed on the panel, but, you know, I can't read. Okay, cool. Triangular scale. Just fully heal and resurrect a person. That's pretty good. Oh, it's you.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking that you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacombs under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw it at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, alright? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Seela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
She introduced me to her new friend as if these 3 all should know each other by name.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Terendelev.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Descari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Again, learning more about her, it doesn't seem like something that we should be doing while we're trapped underground beneath a city being plagued by demons. What happened to this poor man? He was slaughtered by Descari and thrown into a ditch. Let's just keep moving.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Well, we can agree on that.
Are you coming with us then? The more the merrier, and that blade of yours is nothing to sniff at.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Oh. Oh, of course, she would be wounded from having fallen down here in the first place. So it's a masterwork dagger, so it gets +1 to attacks or to damage, I don't remember. It gets +1 to something. I can't think of any reason why I would want to use that over the spear that I have. Backspace automatically selects every character, but
future awaits us.
That's a very frustrating hotkey, and it's very far away from where my hand is anyway.
I know what to do.
Spells. There we go, that's made it a little bit nicer down here.
That is not far.
We are the light! They are the darkness! Into the fray!
Here's another one. Oh, there's two more. Two more. It's a creature within close range. Okay, so I actually can't... Yeah, I can't really do anything else.
I'll cut you wide open!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
What are a couple of bugs? That's no threat to us.
In due time.
More scales.
Save the last one for me.
The light take you!
I probably should have shield charged. It's literally just one fly. It's gonna be fine. Everything is fine.
Let's try this way.
I probably don't have to burn all of my cooldowns on just these random things.
The spirits demand your blood!
Into the fray!
What class is Camellia? She's... Camellia? I've forgotten her name. Sela's a paladin. She's a spirit hunter. Oh, this has her stories. Camellia has both youth and talent in her favor. She tirelessly fights demons and cultists alike, but prefers to keep her distance from her fellow warriors. It's hard to tell if this is the arrogance inherent to some people of noble birth, or if she has another reason for keeping her companions at arm's length. Fantastic trickery, which should probably be a red flag. Sela, it's unusual to find so much cheer in a person with such a dark past, and strange to see a former thief and street urchin wearing the shining armor of Iomede's paladin. This young woman has forged her faith from the pain of her losses, and her thirst for justice and redemption. She has managed to preserve her compassion and kindness underneath her steel armor. Will this become Sela's weakness, leading to her ultimate ruin? Olivia. I think I need to have her
All
too.
according to plan.
No, she just comes on her own.
Enemy approaching! This will hurt.
You are today's sacrifice!
We're still in combat mode, which is alarming. I guess it's just something that can see us.
No glory without risk! The light take you!
Alright, some stuff. +1 bonus to armor class and 1 bonus to saving throws. Only our main character can equip that, so maybe I don't want to replace it with just armor ones. We'll take the scroll though. Let's check the braces on Sela. Just kidding? Okay. Literally nobody gets the braces. They're not for anybody. They're actually really crap. Nobody likes them.
I'll go ahead. Our victory is certain! calculated risk. Go for their hearts!
Into the fray!
Camellia seems to be quite powerful. I'm fond of her,
The heartbeat quickens.
even though she is a kind of bitch.
I'll cut you wide open.
I assumed I'd only be able to get to use that once. It's quite nice that I can use it again.
The spirits demand your blood.
This should do it. Time's not waiting.
Let's heal some people. Why did that become a second thing? It's probably fine.
You can trust me.
Ready for anything.
Open your heart to me.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
WotR!
The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The woman looks just as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
So obviously, demons are laying waste to
If things are as
Canarus.
bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. This place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else, and that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of underground crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Okay. So what are you doing here?
That's none of your
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Sul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
She shrugs and turns away. Does their maze really lead to the surface?
There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
I see. To be completely honest, I don't actually care how the sword ended up down here. But we do need to get out or return to the surface, so let's find them their sword and work out where their maze is.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. This sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Wow, when do I glued on really fast?
This one was beyond me.
The statue of an unknown knight.
What a find.
Oh, what is that?
This room looks like an improvised museum, or perhaps some kind of temple.
What do we have here? Now what is that?
I think I'm really just stealing all of their precious jewels and things.
Something.
Oh yeah, easy to spot, like Lan said. Okay. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Nanaska feels drops of searing blood run down her chest. The wound healed by Tyrandalev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one, or another one entirely? Nanaska's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly burst into her mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect. The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traders and paid for it dearly. I could have tried to run, but I will not. While I still have enough strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origins of these thoughts, Nanaska intuits that she can control them somehow. Let's try to either heal the girl or furiously call out the traders. I am a healer, so healing her makes sense, but also I'm apparently gravely wounded, and just yelling at the traitors doesn't seem like it would be helpful. So we're gonna try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Nanaska. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said that you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic, golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clearly. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready, there is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirping, and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Nanaska's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. Will would allow me to fight off the illusion. Knowledge in Arcana would allow me to resist the influence of the vision, or I can just not try. I seem to have more will than I do knowledge, so let's try just fighting off the illusion. Which we succeed at. The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying. But Nanaska is stronger. She shakes off the pain and torpor. But alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as the thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Ariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whisper to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you're dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand. Bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Nanaska senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing she hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know. But someday, someone will come here, raise up my sword. They will raise it up, and punish evildoers and traitors. Or they will raise it up and save and protect the innocent. His dying words will be that he will punish Descari. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Nanaska does not hear the final words, but she seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from her lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Nanaska's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Nanaska sees the flaming sword in her hand, or rather, its outline. The memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into her hand. Nanaska senses that it will return. All she needs to do is call it.
Hey! Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Sela kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomade.
That was it. The light of heaven, but how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
L'Ariel? That really was L'Ariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it, and now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, WotR, don't be a sore loser. She is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before her, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because she doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
You saw it too? The traitors and the dying girl?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous, and when I'm upset, and when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sol. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if she can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Reveal the light of heaven. Actually, it seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
First, lead us to your chief, and I'll decide then if I'm going to help you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
They've joined my party. How lovely. I'm pretty tired, so this seems like a good place to stop for now. I guess soon we'll go see the chieftain and their town and stuff, and hopefully get back up to the surface to slay some demons and things.
I am prepared.
Okay, so I can cast Light of the Angels now, which is cool. I'm fairly sure that in the future, Seela and Camellia can both be a part of the party, but you have to pick one between Lan or WotR, and the other one either stays behind or just straight up dies or something. I actually don't remember. I only remember ever having one, so you do have to pick one, so... Knowing Jess as I do, I suspect she would pick Len, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she wants Spider-Girl. let me know.